Hi, hello students. Welcome to Indian Tech Guru for you. In this lecture, let us discuss about Introduction to Pushdown Automata. The pushdown automaton is a non-deterministic finite automaton with epsilon transitions permitted and one additional capability of a stack which stores a string of symbols. So it is similar to NFA with epsilon, and there is one additional capability. What is that? It contains a stack. So that is why we can say that the pushdown automaton has more memory than finite state machine. So because of this more memory capability, it can accept the languages that are not accepted by the finite state machine. So that is the basic advantage of pushdown automata. So most of you know what is a stack. However, we will be briefly discussing what is a stack. A stack is a last in first out list in which we can store the elements. So last in first out means whatever the element that is inserted first will be deleted last, and a stack looks like this. There will be elements in the stack, for example 10, 20, 30, 40, and the top of the stack is represented by a special variable known as top. Now even though 40 is inserted last, it will be deleted first. So that is the basic principle of a stack. The stack contains two operations, push operation and pop operation. Push operation means it is going to insert an element into the stack. Pop operation means it is going to delete an element from the stack. So that is a basic requirement you know about the stack. In this diagram we can see how a pushdown automata works. So it accepts the input symbols, input string, and the finite state control is going to determine whether this particular string is accepted or rejected with the support of a stack. So previously in case of the finite automaton, there is no support of the stack. Now there is the support of the stack. So that is why it can accept a more number of languages compared to the finite state machine. If you consider the formal definition of pushdown automata, a pushdown automata is formally defined by a 7-tuple such as q, sigma, gamma, delta, q naught, z naught, f. So this symbol is called capital gamma. Okay. So where q is a finite set of states. So this one you already know in case of the finite automata also. Q represents a finite set of states, and sigma represents a finite set of input symbols. This is also there in finite automata. And here the new one is the capital gamma, a finite stack alphabet. So finite stack alphabet also contains a set of input symbols. However, these input symbols will be stored in a stack. As usual, delta represents a transition function. So we will see how this transition function is going to translate from one state to another state. And q naught represents the start state, as usual in case of finite automata. Here one new state is z naught. It is the start symbol of a stack. So what is the requirement of z naught is, initially whenever the stack is empty, there will not be any symbols. So to make sure that whether the end of the stack is reached or not, generally what we are going to do is we will be pushing a special symbol known as z naught at the bottom of the stack, so that if you push any number of different types of input symbols and pop different types of input symbols, so the end of the stack will be identified by this particular z naught. And as usual, f represents the set of final states. So except the transition function, all the remaining are very simple and easy to recognize. Now let us see how a transition function works in case of the pushdown automata. So here is the transition function for pushdown automata. the transition function delta takes as argument a triple. So in general, in case of the finite automata, it takes a tuple. Now here it takes a triple. So what are they? Q, A and X. Q, A and X. So Q is the state in Q, similar to finite automata. A is an input symbol in sigma, or A may also represent epsilon, which is a null string. So this is also similar to your NFA. The only the special symbol here is X. X is the stack symbol, that is a member of capital gamma. So this X represents the stack symbol, and the output of this transition function is like this. The output of delta is a finite set of pairs P comma gamma, where P is a new state and gamma is the string of stack symbols that replaces X at the top of the stack. So this line is very important. What is gamma is very important. What is gamma? It is the string of stack symbols that replaces this X at the top of the stack. So initially X will be at the top of the stack, and this X is replaced with gamma in the top of the stack. Okay. So if you consider the one example and see how this transition function, then you will be understanding very well. First of all, we will see the graphical representation of this push down automata, and then we will see one example for this transition function. So as far as the graphical representation is concerned, so in case of finite automaton, we know how to represent graphically. So Q0 to Q1, where Q0, Q1 represents the states on a particular input symbol, for example 0. So how we say Q0 on input symbol 0 will lead to the state Q1. Similarly, in case of the push down automata, so we are going to represent the state transition as Q0 to Q1. However, as far as the input is concerned, the transition is concerned, so we are going to consider three different symbols. We are going to consider three different symbols. So such as A comma B bar C. A comma B bar C. So where A is the input symbol, A is the input symbol, so which actually belongs to sigma, or the input symbol may also be epsilon. Okay. So what is A? A is the input symbol, similar to your transition function of finite automaton. Okay. So it is very simple to remember. So in addition to that, there will be two more symbols, B or C. So what B represents is, B represents the symbol to be popped from the stack. The symbol to be popped from the stack. What does it mean? We are going to apply the pop operation. So whenever we encounter a symbol at B, okay. So however, sometimes we may replace B with epsilon also. If we replace B with epsilon, then nothing is popped from the stack. Okay. So if at all some symbol is there, then that particular symbol will be popped from the stack. Okay. And if at all epsilon is there, nothing will be popped from the stack. Next, let us consider symbol C. Symbol C represents the symbol to be pushed on to the stack. The symbol to be pushed onto the stack. Okay. So if at all you encounter any symbol at C, then what you need to do? You need to push that particular symbol onto the stack. However, there is a possibility of epsilon in place of C. If at all there is epsilon in place of C, then nothing is pushed onto the stack. Okay. So if you observe here, all of the A, B, C maybe epsilon also. If input symbol is epsilon, then there will be a null transition. Okay, and if the input symbol is and if the B symbol is epsilon, then what does it mean? Nothing is popped from this stack, and symbol C is epsilon, then nothing is pushed onto the stack. So how could you remember? Input comma pop or push. Okay, input comma pop or push. So this is the sequence of symbols that will be there on the transition from one state to another state. So on this edge you are going to represent with three different symbols rather than a single symbol, which will be familiar with finite automaton. Okay, so now let us consider one simple example and see how it works and how we are going to represent all these different symbols. So now let us see one example. Construct a PDA that accepts the language P is equal to 0 power n 1 power n such that n greater than or equal to 0. So this is the PDA, push down automata transition diagram for this particular language 0 power n 1 power n n greater than or equal to 0. See here, initially there will be a state q naught. Initially there will be a state q naught. So what is the input? On input epsilon, pop operation epsilon. What does it mean? Nothing is popped from the stack. Push operation is z naught. So initially, because the stack is empty, already we discussed we need to push one symbol. What is that symbol? Z naught. Okay. Now the top of the stack represents z naught. And for example, to make sure that whether this particular PDA represents the given language or not, let us consider one string that is accepted by this particular language. So assume that n is equal to 2, then the string is 0 0 1 1. So let us consider whether this 0 0 1 1 is accepted by this particular push down automaton or not. Okay. So initially we are not going to give any symbol. We have given epsilon as input symbol. So next, so now it is at state q1. Now what is the first symbol? 0 is the first symbol. So now q1 on 0 will lead to qn itself. Okay. So now I am going to substitute 0 symbol. So whenever 0 symbol is substituted, so what are the things we need to do? Here epsilon represents pop operation. So epsilon means nothing is popped. Epsilon means nothing is popped. Here 0 represents push operation. So what does it mean? Push this particular symbol. Okay. So what symbol to be pushed? 0 should be pushed onto the stack. Okay. Now once again 0 symbol is there. So from q1 on 0 once again comes to q1 itself. And what are the operations we need to perform? Epsilon means nothing is popped. 0 means 0 is pushed. Okay, you can see here what is the sequence? Input symbol, pop, push. So if at all epsilon is here, nothing is popped. If at all epsilon is here, nothing is pushed. Okay. Now 2 zeros have been scanned from the string. Now there is a 1 in the string. So whenever 1 is there, then the transition diagram shows that q1 generates q2, and what are the symbols for pop as well as push? So there is 0 symbol in case of pop operation. So what does it mean? Now top is here. What does it mean? Pop 0. Epsilon in place of push means nothing is pushed. So now the stack will changed as Z0 0. This 0 has been popped. Okay. Now the top is here. Now once again the symbol 1 is encountered. So now what to do? It will be changing from Q2 to Q2. The same state will come. So 1 the transition 1 is the input symbol and 0 means pop 0. So whenever you pop this 0 also, now the stack look like this, Z0, and top will be at the Z0, pop 0, and epsilon means nothing is pushed, okay. So finally, now all the input symbols have been traversed. Now whether we need to check whether it leads to final state or not. So what is the from Q2 to Q3, if you see the transition, then what is the input symbol? Epsilon, okay. So null transition. Next here Z0 means pop Z0, we need to pop Z0 also, then the stack will be empty, and here epsilon means nothing is pushed, okay. Now the stack is empty stack. So whenever in case of the push down automata, so the supporting stack is empty. If the supporting stack is empty, then we can say that the string is accepted. Whatever the string we consider, that is accepted, okay. So with this we can say that whatever the push down automaton we have drawn, that is correct, because it is accepting the string that is generated using the language 0 power n 1 power n, okay. Now let us see the transition table, how transitions are provided in this particular example. Now if you consider the transitions for input string 0 0 1 1 for the language p is equal to 0 power n 1 power n, n greater than or equal to 0. So how the transition function is defined? So delta of q a x is equal to p gamma. So what is q? Q is the state in q is the state in capital Q, and what is a? A is the input symbol, and what is x? X is the top of the stack, okay. So what is P here? P represents the present state after transition, and what is this? Gamma represents string of stack symbols, which replaces x, okay, What is x? Top of the stack, okay. So now let us traverse for this particular example. What is the given string? 0 0 1 1, 0 0 1 1. So before actually traversing, as we have discussed previously, we need to place the Z0 symbol on bottom of the stack. So for that purpose, we consider a transition delta of Q0 comma sigma, Q0 comma epsilon comma epsilon, Q0 comma epsilon comma epsilon. So what does it mean? Q0 is the start symbol, epsilon is the input symbol, and epsilon is the top of the stack. Because nothing is there on the stack, no symbol is there, we can represent it with epsilon. Now if you perform this particular transition, then what will be the output of this particular transition? It will be in the state Q1, and what will be the string of stacks symbols, that is replacing the x. Now as we are going to store the Z0 value onto the top of the stack, so here Z0 will come, okay. Now at the top of the stack there will be Z0. Now after this we are going to perform delta of, now the present state is Q1 and the input symbol is 0. So let us take the first input symbol 0, and what is the top of the stack now? Z0. Then it will result in the same state Q1, and Now what is gamma? String of stack symbol, that is replaces x. Okay, so now we will be adding this input 0 to the top of the stack. So what does it mean? Now the stack contents will be 0 z0. Okay, 0 z0. So how 0 z0 comes? Because 0 will be placed on the top of the stack. Now if you tilt this particular stack to 90 degrees anti-clockwise, then the stack will be looking like this. Okay, so here 0 will be there, here z0 will be there. Now we are going to write the contents of the stack in a horizontal fashion. Okay, so q1 comma 0 z0. Next symbol is 0 delta of q1 comma input symbol is 0 comma. Now what is the top of the stack? 0 is the top of the stack. Okay, 0. Then it will lead to the same state. However, this particular input symbol will be embedded to the top of the stack. One more 0 will be embedded. Okay. Now the current state of the stack is 0 0 z0. Next the input symbol is 1. So delta of present state q1 comma input symbol 1 and the top of stack is 0. Then now the state changes from q1 to q2, and whenever the input symbol is 1, as we have seen the transition diagram of this push down automata. So whenever the state is changed from q1 to q2, then we are going to perform the pop operation. Okay, now what must be popped? The topmost 0 must be popped. So the stack content will be 0 z0. Next delta of, now the current state is q2 comma input symbol is 1, the last input symbol 1, and the top of the stack is once again 0. Then now also, as per the transition diagram, pop operation will be performed and the state will be on the same state q2 comma z0. So this will also be popped. So now what is the remaining top element of the stack? z0, which we have placed initially. So finally, because all the input symbols are over, q2 will be on epsilon and the top of the stack is z0. Then it will be reaching the final state q3, and now on the top of the stack nothing is there, epsilon will be there. Okay, now the final state has been reached. Like this we can represent using the transitions of push down automaton. So compared to representing in as transitions, it is very easy to represent in graphical notation of the push down automata. So that is why we generally follow the graphical notation of the push down automata. So what is the graphical notation? A comma B or C, where A represents A belongs to sigma or it may be epsilon also, and B represents the symbol to be popped and C represents the symbol to be pushed. So it is very easy to remember and apply in the transition diagram. So hope you understand the concept of push down automata. If you like this video, share this video to your friends as well as colleagues. That's all for now.